I now call on Hugo Taylor, a graduate of BA Creative Direction for Fashion, to respond on behalf of the student body.
First and foremost, congratulations, everyone. It is a real honor to be part of such an amazing cohort, let alone speak on behalf of it. For those who started on this journey 3 years ago and those who took a more scenic route alike, it is a brilliant achievement to have made it this far and be graduating from the #1 fashion school in the world. As the first port of call in this speech, I must thank everyone who has made today possible, and that is no mean feat. We are lucky enough to be part of a community that spans far beyond the walls of our campuses and the duration of our degrees. As I scrambled to make a comprehensive list of names and roles, I realized that even if I managed, this would not do it justice. Everyone from tutors and technicians to students and parents have gone above and beyond and consistently given each other the strength to persevere in such adverse times. So I am sure that I echo the voices of my peers when I sincerely thank every single person here. Our university is truly made up of some of the best people you could hope to meet, and still it is greater than the sum of its parts. In this spirit, today we do not celebrate our departure from this institution. We will also be part of the ecosystem, and we are merely evolving within it, finding new capacities in which we can connect and uplift one another. As we are graduating art school, you can forgive me for borrowing some Mark Fisher phraseology when I say that for the best part of the last 3 years, it was easier to imagine the end of the world than the end of university. We had to stay at home to keep each other safe, and some people were so committed to this obligation that even after the restrictions were lifted, they still didn't turn up to lectures. Now, however, we are faced with a much more important endeavor. Rather than imagining the end of the world, we're tasked with imagining its future, and that comes with a great deal more accountability. Saying the graduates will change the world seems an essential element of a graduation speech. And while I do believe it is an important sentiment, I think it is something we already know, perhaps something that we are all too aware of. Trying to juggle getting our foot in the door of industry and saving the world from impending disaster is a daunting prospect. So at this point, it feels appropriate to remind everyone to take a breath. Change starts with us being here today. It starts by affording ourselves the time to reflect on what we have accomplished already and take pride in it. Somewhat ironically, in my naive attempt to plan the whole of my career by picking the brains of tutors and industry guests, the most compelling bit of advice I received was to leave room for serendipity, or in other words, chill out. I think it's fair to say that we're allowed a good deal more artistic freedom than our counterparts in the field of medicine. And if it weren't for the permissive indulgence of serendipity there, we wouldn't have happy accidents like X-rays, penicillin, or even Viagra. I think those three make a strong case for the value of serendipity, but I will leave it up to your imaginations to translate them into their fashion equivalents. The paradigm-shifting discourse has already begun. You will all be a part of the change. In the resilience it has taken for every one of us to reach this room, we have future-proofed ourselves. I have no doubt that everyone will endure and go on to great success. The real challenge is to make sure that we don't lose sight of the strong values and blue sky thinking endemic to this university. Real change starts with the smallest of actions and runs through everything we do. I'm lucky enough to have learned the value of the small things in life from a dear friend and inspiration of mine, Daisy. In a world that moves so quickly, it is easy to miss the opportunity to do the right thing, but Daisy stays with me in spirit, and I do my best to follow her example. Therefore, the only appeal I will make to you today is that you encourage and support each other to act in good conscience. The change we all want is a team effort. So with that, could you please join me in giving yourselves one more round of applause? Thank you.